Hello everyone, welcome back to our YouTube channel MGB EduHub. This is the fourth video lecture on some basic concept of chemistry. In the third video, we have discussed the mole concept and molar masses, percentage composition and molecular formula and empirical formula. In this video, we will be discussing stoichiometry and limiting reagent. So without any further delay, let's get started. Our first topic of this video is stoichiometry. What is stoichiometry? Stoichiometry refers to the quantitative relationship between the reactant and the product. So what do you mean by the term quantitative? Quantitative means to calculate the amount. So stoichiometry calculates the amount of the reactants required or those of the products formed in the chemical process. There are some steps to be followed to calculate the amount of reactant or the amount of product formed. So the first step is to write the balanced chemical equation. Whenever we have a chemical equation, we must first balance it. How to balance a chemical equation? We must match the elements on the both the sides, and we have to make the numbers of the element equal on both the sides of the reactant and the product. Then the second step is to write the molar relationship. Third step is to convert this into desired parameters, and the fourth step is to apply unitary method to calculate the results. Now I know you haven't understood it properly, these four steps, so let's take an example to understand each step properly and clearly. Calculate the amount of water produced by combustion of 16 gram of methane. So in this question it is given that we have to calculate the amount of water produced when we burn 16 gram of methane. So the reaction of combustion of methane is given below, that is CH4 plus O2 gives CO2 plus H2O. Now first let's check whether this equation is balanced or not. The number of carbon atom on the left hand side is 1 and on the right hand side also it is 1. In the left hand side the number of hydrogen atom is 4, whereas in the right hand side it is 2. In the left hand side oxygen atom is 2, whereas in the right hand side it is 3. So clearly it says that this equation is not balanced. So we must balance this equation. Since C is balanced, we won't do anything with it. Now let's go to H. To balance H, to make the number of H atom equal on both the sides, we have to multiply 2 here. Now we will see whether hydrogen atom is same or not. In the left hand side it is 4 and in the right hand side also it is 4. So it says that it is balanced. Now let's go to oxygen atom. Oxygen is now 2 on left hand side and 4 on right hand side. So by multiplying 2 here we'll get 4 atom of oxygen on left hand side also. So now this equation is balanced. Now from this equation we can clearly see that 16 gram of CH4 means 1 mole of CH4. Okay, and 1 mole of CH4 gives us 2 mole of water. It means that 16 gram of methane produces 2 mole of water. And what was our question? Our question was to calculate the amount of water produced by combustion of 16 gram of methane, and now we got our answer, that is when we burn 16 gram of methane we get 2 mole of water. Therefore 2 mole of water means 2 into 18, that is 36 gram. So when we burn 16 gram of methane we get 36 gram of H2O. Now we'll discuss one of the most important topic of this chapter, that is limiting reagent. What is limiting reagent? The reactant which is present in lesser amount and gets completely consumed in a reaction is called the limiting reagent. तो कोई भी एक रिएक्टेंट जो कम अमाउंट में प्रेजेंट रहेगा एक रिएक्शन में एंड वो पूरी तरह से कंज्यूम हो जाएगा, उस रिएक्टेंट को हम क्या बोलते हैं? लिमिटिंग रिएजेंट. इट लिमिट्स द अमाउंट ऑफ द प्रोडक्ट फॉर्म्ड एंड हेंस गॉट इट्स नेम. तो लिमिटिंग रिएजेंट क्या करता है कि वो रिएक्शन को स्टॉप कर देता है आफ्टर इट गेट्स कम्प्लीटली कंज्यूम्ड. सो द रिएक्शन स्टॉप्स एज सून एज द reactant which is present in the lesser amount gets completely consumed, and hence it limits the amount of the product formed. So it got its name, the limiting reagent, because it is limiting the amount of the product formed in the reaction. Let's see what is limiting reagent and how does it work by taking an example. 50 kg of N2 and 10 kg of H2 are mixed to produce NH3. Calculate the amount of NH3 formed. Identify the limiting reagent in the production of the NH3. So our first step is to write the chemical equation and then balance it. The chemical equation will be N2 plus H2 gives us NH3. In the left hand side the number of an atom is 2, whereas in the right hand side it is 1. In the left hand side hydrogen atom is 2, whereas in the right hand side it is 3. So now we'll balance this equation by changing the stoichiometric coefficient. So if we multiply 2 on the right hand side, we get 2 nitrogen atom, which is equal to the number of atoms of nitrogen on the left hand side, that is 2. So nitrogen atom is both on the right hand side and the left hand side is 2. Now let's see hydrogen atom. Hydrogen atom is 2 on the left hand side and 6 on the right hand side. So if we multiply 3 on the left hand side to hydrogen atom, we'll get 6 hydrogen atom on the left hand side also. So now this equation is clearly and completely balanced chemical equation. So from this balanced chemical equation, we can clearly see that we need 1 mole of nitrogen atom and 3 mole of hydrogen atom to get 2 mole of NH3. Now we must calculate the number of moles of N2 and H2 to find out which reactant is the limiting reagent, that is which reactant is present in the lesser amount. So the formula for number of moles is weight given divided by mole weight. Now we must calculate the mole of N2 now. So weight of N2 is equal to 50 kg and molecular weight of N2 is 28 grams. Since these two quantities are given in different units, so we must convert this kg into gram by multiplying it with 1000. So when we multiply 50 kg into 1000, we get 50,000 gram. So now we can easily calculate the number of moles of N2 atom. So number of moles of N2 is equal to 50,000 gram divided by 28 gram, that is equal to 17.86 into 10 to the power 2 moles. Now to calculate the number of moles of H2, we must know the weight of H2 and molecular weight of H2. So weight of H2 given is equal to 10 kg and molecular weight of H2 is 2.01 gram. But for our convenience, to make the calculation easy, we are taking the molecular weight of H2 as 2 gram. Therefore, number of moles of H2 is equal to 10,000 gram divided by 2 gram, that is 5 into 10 to the power 3 moles. So now we know the number of moles of N2 as well as number of moles of H2. So number of moles of N2 is 17.86 into 10 to the power 2 moles and number of moles of H2 is 5 into 10 to the power 3 moles. But from the balanced chemical equation, that is N2 plus 3H2 implies 2NH3, we have 1 mole of N2 react with 3 moles of H2. Therefore, number of moles of H2 required to react with 17.86 into 10 to the power 2 moles of N2 is equal to 3 into 17.86 into 10 to the power 2. We have used the unitary method here, is equal to 5.36 into 10 to the power 3 moles. But we have only 5 into 10 to the power 3 moles as calculated before, okay, and we need 5.36 into 10 to the power 3 moles, but we have only 5 into 10 to the power 3 moles. So it clearly implies that H2 is the limiting reagent. Now we will do the further calculation by taking H2 into consideration, as H2 is the limiting reagent of this reaction. Now taking into consideration H2, from this balanced equation we can say that amount of ammonia formed when 3 moles of H2 react is equal to 2 moles. So by using the unitary method, we can see that amount of ammonia formed when 5 into 10 to the power 3 moles of H2 react is equal to 2/3 into 5 into 10 to the power 3 moles, which is equal to 3.33 into 10 to the power 3 moles. So when 5 into 10 to the power 3 moles of H2 react with N2, 3.33 into 10 to the power 3 moles of NH3 is formed. So we can clearly say that when 50 kg of N2 and 10 kg of H2 are mixed, we get 3.33 into 10 to the power 3 moles. Now to convert these moles into kg, what you have to do is you have to multiply this 3.33 into 10 to the power 3 with the molecular weight of NH3. The molecular weight of NH3 is 14 plus 3, that is equal to 17. So when you multiply 17 with 3.33 into 10 to the power 3 moles, you will get the weight of ammonia formed when 50 kg of N2 and 10 kg of H2 are mixed. Therefore, weight of NH3 produced is equal to 17 into 3.33 into 10 to the power 3 gram, which is equal to 56610 gram, which is equal to 56.61 kg. Therefore, the amount of NH3 produced is equal to 56.61 kg. So I hope you have understood stoichiometry and limiting reagent properly. In the next video, we'll be discussing mass percentage, mole fraction, molarity and molality. Thanks for watching the video. If you have any queries, comment down in the comment section below. Also, I have provided the link for today's note in the description box.